Thank you, Ian. Oh, here we go. I'm a funny colour because I've been at the Hindu Festival of Holi this morning, which was incredible in my constituency in Sutton. We are so lucky in Sutton to have such an incredible community of Hong Kongers there, and it's brilliant to see many of you here today, and I am proud to be here on your behalf to speak at this protest. Human rights, freedom of speech and worship and artistic expression and the rule of law. These are not just words, and nor are they optimistic values. They are the cornerstone of a just international order. After the Second World War, nations and peoples spanning the circumference of our world came together to do something special and beautiful. And we laid that cornerstone at the very foundation of our systems. It's tempting to think that recent efforts to chip away at those foundations are a new thing, or that these steps show warning signs of a centre that cannot hold, the creaking sounds that come before a collapse. But that's not true. We've always had to fight for freedom. We've always had to stand up to tyranny and oppression. It's in the struggle that we renew our commitment to these values of freedom, and we preserve the foundations for another generation. My party, the Liberal Democrats, have always believed that that Britain's role in this world is to embody a liberal, open, democratic and internationalist foreign policy. And it's those values that lead me to stand in front of you today. Yay. And I say proudly, I am an ally of the people of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't just because we share a Commonwealth history, and it's not just because many of you are British passport holders, but because we're all human beings, and we all deserve democracy. We all deserve liberty, and we all deserve security. This protest today is in the great tradition of that British pursuit of liberal values. And I'm so proud to see so many of you from Sutton and beyond standing here before us, no matter the risks and no matter the cost, because I know that many of you fear impact and repression upon your families and friends in Hong Kong by the Chinese and Hong Kong governments, and that's why many of you are hiding your faces today. That's how much you fear the actions of the CCP here and abroad on you and your families, and that's why this process is so important today. So seeing those faces, seeing those hidden faces, reminds me, and it should remind every member of Parliament, that we must never be afraid to tell foreign governments in our dealings with them that we will not stand idly by whilst liberty is under attack. We will call it out whenever we see it, and efforts to enforce their repression on our streets, to bring their transnational repression to our own communities, are a grave violation of our trust, of international security, and are not acceptable under any circumstances. My party firmly believes that we must take a strong stance against the CCP and champion the rights of the people that it seeks to silence. So I assure you today, the plans for the embassy's relocation here will be opposed by my party, and we will continue to hold the government to account to ensure that activities like the bounties on your brave activists are protested and stopped on behalf of all of you, because in each of us lives the calling of conscience, and we cannot shrink from it. We must let it guide us towards a just, liberal and peaceful international order. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you today, and thank you for your protest.